With the quantity and speed of changes in the cloud, staying compliant can be a daunting task. But Ops Compass helps you stay audit ready more easily than before. Our proprietary compliance score lets you get the full picture of your compliance posture in just one simple number. Your environment's overall compliance score is the focal point of the Ops Compass dashboard, because it is generated by looking at all the cloud accounts you have attached to Ops Compass and benchmarking them to the compliance frameworks you're being scored against. By benchmarking every change against your regulatory and custom compliance standards, we provide deep, point-in-time visibility into your cloud environment. While the dashboard and inventory sections show you what you have, the compliance score shows you the problems in your environment. The highest impact fixes section, right next to your score, shows you what you can actually do every single day to raise that score. For example, there are 37 problems associated with this AWS security group. If you fix all of these problems, your score will go up 13 points. So let's jump in. Ops Compass ran a compliance check, and out of 150 scanned resources, 37 of them failed because port 22 is open and it's breaking a high severity rule. Luckily, in this view, you can see every single resource that has passed or failed each of these checks, the severity of the check, recommendation steps, the related framework associated to this rule, and the rationale as to why this is an important fix. The remediation steps are important because instead of pulling up and rummaging around your portal to find what you're looking for, Ops Compass gives you a direct link to the resource right inside your portal so you can fix it fast and go on about your day. If you want to investigate further, click into the resource, and you can see everything from the compliance rule it's breaking to the full history of the resource affecting your compliance score. And you have this visibility across every single resource being monitored by Ops Compass. In the resource's history, you can see that it passed all sorts of compliance checks, blocking out traffic to different ports for MongoDB, Redis, MySQL, and so on. When you click into the rule that you're breaking, you have the rationale and actions to take right away. But let's say you're blocking traffic elsewhere and need access to securely talk over SSH. You can let your team know by adding a policy exception. You can state your reason right here and say something to the effect of, "We have a third-party software that requires the security group to be configured this way." And then you can set an expiration date for Ops Compass to start alerting to it again, just to keep your team on top of this compliance problem. Every day when you log into Ops Compass, you can see the point-in-time state of your compliance score. But as soon as you start building new things in your cloud environment, the changes are captured here in this recent drift section. Looks like there's one new compliance change that has occurred. So let's take a look. Ops Compass discovered that a virtual machine was deployed in Azure, and it's affecting your compliance and cost concerns in your environment. This VM was deployed, and by that initial deployment alone, Ops Compass has estimated how much it will cost per month by just existing. Ops Compass has also let you and your team know that this VM's configuration doesn't have endpoint extensions installed. So as we click into the compliance problem, we see its history again, and that you had it all configured correctly and were compliant, except for the endpoint extensions that are needed to keep malicious software from attempting to run on your Azure environment. That's easy to fix. Just click on the resource link above and jump right to that resource and get it back in compliance, raising your compliance score in the process. When you sign up with Ops Compass, you get a single pane of glass across your cloud environment within minutes. Inventory shows you what you have. Drift shows you how what you have is changing. Compliance shows you what went wrong and why. And high impact fixes show you what you can do every single day when you sign in to get your environment healthy. Knowing how your compliance stacks up within your cloud is essential for cloud adopters and enterprises looking to optimize their cloud efforts. So get your score today.